That's right. And there was problem kakra. And so the because now yeah the net program na bremo. Said the SSC the bana. Mestre say oh ha na abomodin share page ni bi. E dey amay. No money na akwaba. At the bar in the program is so. I hope say in na the other bebo dom na etumi aye juma ye dia share nsa say yenye. Na ye nije that from kon. At the ma yen MPP for ye wo social media. Na na eye nije da kese at the ma ye ni na. Nti me ma money na akwaba. And the problem I want to say next will be person calling to the program and will be person kasa. Come on, man, don't start. I just say your mouth direct link, no, at the video, no, so but what you say, and then wow, person free piano. Brand so say fra, me the link never to na wow, person join the piano, so what to me, I join it. The money na kwaba from kon at the mobile political zone jumedi so. The patron share page in the because and then my tablet no account quarantine match meaning am say uzi didi agro we no edum ye no dia pe baby ato na mesoma ye due diligence and follow ntimi an charge po na anase ena me hu baby a eda se me fra ntimi stress and the momodi an she be mama Isaac Newton patron she be mama Wilson Asumeni, please share for me. Kobe Jan 1, please share for me. Foster Ntiamwa, please share. Me patro mumia share button no so. Me waha me share so far. Mo amusho Facebook. Mo ye 10. Nipa ba kope na share. Nipa ba kope na share. O like here, but share page no so mami. Mr. Especially na mean ni me. How do you call it? And that mean me way, you know. My tablet, you know, I will really need each and every one of you to please share for me. I need you, Mara. I need each one of you to share for me. Okay. And that's all a very exciting, I believe, a very exciting program. And I urge every one of you to help me by sharing the page. More share with TikTok. Yeah, the money now say I feel now about unfollow page where but more than follow my na kopon so ebe shira we so na wa bomodin na wa share so e de amaye and so unyankopon ebe shira nsremo a and enkomo e wa ha no edika na ekodika no so no mo amunim Alex Apia then na ya de nokre no ebe to baby ss nokre eda na yama one ya sabio womo de oma adwene ya ne se yankoka bibi mfengu obi hu fi yankoka dia enim mfengu obi hu fi yanko say obi dia ono betumi aye dia aboa ne man dia oni bi na mom dia obetumi dia say obi na obi hu abatan na obi hu aye hin ane de oya de insurance Kenya me yan mo bi so yetu ye ho asi wo se de atie bia no yeso ye be ye de sese ye aboa na no kredie etumi aye Ghana fo ni na dia no kredie etumi aye Ghana fo ni na dia me pacho share the page for me as I'm also doing my best to share onto other platforms una me insurance money na mfanchi akese His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of Ghana, Commander-in-Chief of Ghana Armed Force. Mensan sum febi ma ne vice. Alhaji Dr. Mahama BAWUMIA. Ewo adwuma wanwaso a Ghana for the share won sa na wona mpopo wonti. Na wontumi aye ebedu sa bre. Onyankopon koso nhira won. Michia osunu kokuru kwa manyoku mpanifo edi animu ene members ni nara, including the food soldiers, more cocoa asem no social media food na within Chiakese mamo. And then make I say, and then a special day. And to start my special day, we have two big birthday celebrations that I think they are worth celebrating. The first one is our affable second lady, soon to be first lady, Hajia Samira BAWUMIA. Yes, Hajia Samira BAWUMIA. Andra, Unyankopon ya awamade sronko ema me mfie baako de kan mfie ho. Yeda obade ase se watumi aboa. Okay. No. So, Mr. Diana, I believe now we moderator. So yesterday I wrote a little piece to second lady. Me say happy super blessed birthday to our incoming first lady, my boss, Her Excellency Hajia Samira BAWUMIA, the current second lady of Ghana. May this day continue to open more doors and opportunities. May your hard work push you to greater heights. Enjoy the grace of Allah, and may the protection of Allah be your portion. Continue to inspire and give hope to our young people, especially women. I'm proud to call you my boss because you have proven yourself beyond doubt and always seeks to better the lives of others. We love you so much. Be always blessed. Queen's Day, extraordinary woman. And that is that to our second lady, Hajia Samira BAWUMIA. Me bompire se Nyankopon koso ema nkwa tenten, nkwa ahoden wom, nkwa anyansa wom, na tumi bo ukuna chidom na muntumi emfa Ghana endum pempenso a esese Ghana edru yadawase. Anso na dedication so a, and also ode mayen and I say ode ama Ghana man na enu nti Ghana man betumpon. Misremo mo share page in the program no ehia me pa. The second one I would like to celebrate today, a very special one. This one is very special. Yankasa, your social media guru, your social media hema ba kope. Yini say your friend no JOD. Oko TikTok JOD was say na, and then JOD is celebrate too because a very strong woman, a very intelligent woman. We are a very smart and unique woman, and I pray say Nyankopon emfa news yupa engu so na baby a ode wanamon besi bia so no onfa maw baby a wo JOD obeka se obekọ no Nyankopon famfra makese entai wachi na mpia onakọ we ase de yesi se obi ya ade anase se obi bo adwuma pa na wabọ na baso Mayuwa bebre na nka omu nyanko omo bekasa o politics obi wo a ompatem didi a yebedi no because ono otiwe odwene na ware ho enti no se wantumi endi ne ho ni a ebi obi bekra bekasa o meware no ne ade nanso with all these things going on, JOD has dedicated herself to the party NPP and is doing a marvelous work for our communication team, especially on social media, and to be precise, on TikTok. There are so many times na our life almost an hour in crowd. Life almost like 5 hours and whatnot. And to me, that shows she is somebody that is worth celebrating. And political zone phone na Mesremo, Mama Modiana, Monwishi JOD. Happy birthday. And family na mo amobe to me de kakra eso e de akọ support no na mo de gift no ko mo contact the TikTok page a kwan bia afa so abeso de bo ani bia no ono so nani be den ebeso mesre mo mo ayen se ne eba mo se be mo na se mo ayen ya e ya mo ayen because ehunhia mesre mo pi obi a woni madwuma JOD oye wo TikTok no sebe enye yempu na esa nke beka akraka se ese celebrating no na so obey she deserves to be celebrated. Remember on the picture back so picture we me farm na ho fe wa we dia me ampa nka kokko de na nka nhyeda anya mele mu de but we de ye emu ye pa JOD emu ye pa koso ana bo adwuma then na fama oh my Ghana na minim se brepe mu no osoro hene nyame ebehye wo so anuonyam na adepa bi esi utri mu anasa esi wakoma so esi wani so a opesa wo ye no ono nyankopon na atumi ama na abem ama nyame hira wo no ye wo kese ombo ho ban emfiri watamfo ho omfira enibone bi ebetu na ni de esi ho onka anobone ebeka ho asembone edu ho adanse krumu do aton ho ama watamfo onka ntum erade ma sebe ne bambo enye soronko ewo so onyankopon ema umfiri adom nkwa adom na abavo onyankopon ma odo enhwehwe wo ba biara wo se de ebe ya odo awo no watumi ne wiase ni na ache onyame enhira wo nyame enhira JOD we love you, yeah. All right, now let's get down to business. Okay, me pacho ende me baya anka me beko because me ko tie nsem bi a NDC4 after failing to provide the people of Ghana for a second election, a manifesto on time, and nama bontia omoka after again incumbent ya launch your manifesto. Now and then meka kai Ghana for kakra a year iku a your friend NDC say ABA we young na unnim what NDC is. No bino ye wo the data to show you say so one pass wo do my Ghana na wo pese my Ghana koswa NDC in your political party say ye higher ho e de Ghana kosho monsa especially, and I mean this, when we have John Dramani Mahama who told us in 2012 say he is a vice president, he should be given the chance so that he can do the honorable to me. These were the things Mahama won 2012 with you. And that is why when I see the NDC get so bitter, because Sansem their way are more Kenya and then someone would eat BAWUMIA. Muka the same thing while John Dramani Mahama was the vice president in 2012. Ye papa Tamils woo ye obey ye caretaker president. Sabi no na taking decisions. Asemu obeka kire yen Ghana phone na ne say sabi impo na ne aye caretaker president no o si na oni tumi a o de be ye ne niam ani bi enu nti yen fa tumi ne nche ne nsa na onto adwuma pa one ye papa Mills start ye so asemu a ye papa John Dramani Mahama any NDC for eton dem a Ghana phone ye o ton sa asemu we ma ye wie ye no ena ye no bi hwe ne se there be sabi amambu a wubuo ne de enye ye fe nanso sa wahye ye bo se ye ma wo toa so a o de Ghana be firi pempen so se ya kompempen so se di a ene ye papa John Dramani Mahama yi toa so ene kukuru Ghana de ma o 2013 and then dey se BAWUMIA koka se obedi president ya na sabi ti bonko sofo journalist bi tete say why can't he do it now? How can he do it now? Monchemi Adia Bakwa John Dramani Mahama was able to do based on the powers of the constitution while he was a vice president. Nothing. Let us get serious in this country for once. We cannot do it business as usual. MPP, NDC, Sanse, Munula, and Adebi, it has to change. Our brains got to start developing. Say, no, we need to develop a nation and not a political party. The time has come for us to realize that when politicians come and they show us who they are, we should believe them. Today, John Dramani Mahama doesn't agree that BAWUMIA should make that saying that he is a spare driver or he is a mate and he wants to become a driver. He is asking BAWUMIA, why didn't you do these things now that you are a vice president? But you cannot ask Mahama, why didn't he build the e-blocks when he was a vice president, if it is that easy? Enti Ghana for you, but now near the politics. Media new she as rado afafranto or si join this. Debbie. Yellow, afafranto or si and I said join this in yellow now. Afafranto or si yellow. Cheddar baby akon or si a po be kumasi any. Yet the Sankwa Siadi and Intinusa politician be crab a car some name Tansumua. Instead of yen nipano, Yabema Yenia Daho. Now you're critiquing your day bano. You take it like this type of approach say. Me and this nini dear. Even though said the BAWUMIA and a Tansum, still men coca say ya papa. Now wouldn't him say, and this in the MPP chain, when yano, yen ya dachi or mine dachi in a Chiana, on your nose. And I'm hunasa. Because Mentias a man has been vice president before. He couldn't do e-blocks because he was not the president. He could advise Atamils that the Atamils, I want to do e-blocks. Can you put it into it? If Atamils fails to say e-blocks is viable, Atamils mamana e-blocks. The same way Dr. BAWUMIA was able to suggest to cabinet say, ye need ambulances into your best ye special development fund bia, ye bet to media this idea number, and ye creating special initiative day ministry. And they share how a kumsin and sa equip no, and ye to media ambulances. Or some papa wu ya because of a drone moja when yan on time unti yan fe bibi bra your friend drone na na kufu adokoda was okay drone yan pebeboa Ghana ye way enye baby na car akọ enye baby na motor na bicycle kura akọ baby we say enya sophisticated way ye de be tia ya de sa ye de be chain drone ye de be ye adwuma ma Ghana sa de a waka ma say mun kofa zip line for mra. So how do you tell me say BAWUMIA should do the things he's saying he will do in this book or the things he say he will do in his manifesto right now? What sense does it make? Me know about tap screen no so na share page ni mame. Makatra Ghana for say 2008. A reference you and bonuno a betari binimu akoma homa MPP. And no ye tie some form of President Kufuor the yam says that time no a sukonu maybe to say philosopher suko achenom na ya fa papa penny gentle giant Kufuor papa bi e di ni ti form and the Ghana for say you free ni na Mahama mbedi ade da Ghana for say Mahama ba dokono 5 cedi na be ko 1 cedi and the Ghana for say Mahama ba ye be na me. You see, some of the things when I read it, I be me. Utuminya awo for bao or say nebako free education ni bi nemum eduane otodema emania kola ne ye ogina me say mama moya ade ma ne ya asefem Ghana ha o because some of us go school ni bi wo Ghana o NDC abemu ye we nuanom a Rollins apen so mu go school Kufuor apen so mu go school Mills apen so mu go school Mahama pens womu go school. Emu bia ni wa ni aduane free. Mame, emu bia ni wa wo ba no na won twa aduane ma no. Aben kwan ne ye hwe ne se nkrakra no minianom. Eyo man ba ko ne ye pese ye chichire na ye ma obia. Na nke ba ne se ne ye to gold diamond bauxite to anwa wo meman so. Na nso ade se me ba wom. Weda enya me weda etise me beba mu bebre na obi asabe won pese won ne bedwin kura oba ne bema no mu asabe bema ne bema gina ho ne ya fefefe ya no da obofuno ho so ho na wo ya adwuma eya mo wo Ghana no sometimes so let us be thankful for some of the things or minor to me aye no na yenjai say every day we want to create an impression say negative. Nothing is positive about Ghana. Ebrebi baye went to me and yes can fa banko school. And the obi buama do bako school. Na sebi o sebi and yet Tilimo debi na aba Ghana for so ene na nado na wapampa Ghana for a wabodwe shit. Eh? Wobi ebe so mu ama wo a wo se wa ma mi jemu. Fun to me shawoma. Obi baye no obre wa was okay eya na me hu se nkoda ni bi uniform no the whole 2 years ni na no was say uniform intime aban mafa uniform house dress mafa mattress ya mo de beba beda afi ni mafa empire obi wo. Look at the things aban we taking on so free education na omama no look like say and aban ni to bibi kitu ebi no. It is not a joke. Because if free education was a joker, said the Lee Okram Kayano or Sinkan Kroma would have implemented it long before. John Dramani Mahama Nankaza said, Debbie, idea where the Omo de Bedada, na yen to be quiet idea way based on the whimsical promise of a desperate politician. In tank of free education, there a desperate policy. And so could do baby a free education who by a conono and this if we're Captain Jimmy no more at that trip you say woman called about 10 say and this is free education by the same thing that is a desperate policy. And Ghanaians are buying into it. Sadly, Ghanaians are buying into the lies and all the propaganda that NDC has been parading to the people of Ghana. Mommy and she na ejuma na nado danko akufuado. One BAWUMIA ne MPP aban we aye no. Se nye party sem na be say Ghana. And Kameka chose ABC da. And no na metie ye nua baby ofiri voter region. Na ode kwan bi and na ekasa. And na all kind of video no say sam kwan no ebra na ye papa Rollins wo kura na kwan ne nye. Yes, ye betu ababi ane asheda de ye betu so omo be ya mayen. The same thing Mahama ba ye woman yama omo India stronghold voter region. And now me know say sister and say and she actually showed the video. E kwai no ya na minim what Akufo-Addo's magic about roads is. Minim me MPP ni intimate project but mesra wo so ye Ghana ni adwene ho. Iti unam new roads na Akufo-Addo aye no so and say brochire kakra ma. Because some of the coin who are sometimes who do say now way a for coin California for coin and I say San Francisco for coin. You sometimes look at the roads that is being constructed and you say, this is what we see in Canada, Highway 401. And that is the road Nanado is doing. Mimi a wuti volta sa kwan na Nanado ye no. Se nyame ya adum no wi a e bi kura no shadow ni lie bia o ni ge bia da sa lie ho a obeba ho. Na so wa we votarian etewo mayenim. Ya papa Mills who said there be yenya infrastructure vote our voter region yenya infrastructure bia voter region for the back yenya allied away university science and allied one yenya was starting ye fofia and twata wewu ya papa Mahama ba no say okay ono so beba be bi atwa so oye do baby and there Monsha the you has here sabin predia so aban na onya vote wo voter region aban na yaka to Ghana ni trimu se ompe votarians asem aban na yaka se ompe zongo fu asem ono etumi afasika do so po we e de asi at the fair say ete say ewo baby a we would have said say enye no stronghold adentia cause who say eye Ghana because voter for kan ye ho a ene ye so as Ghana. Because if we take voter region away from Ghana, it's no longer Ghana. Over North free Ghana, it's no longer Ghana. Over Greater Accra free Ghana, it's no longer. So it is the collective. And so with these properties and roads that Nanado BAWUMIA NPP government is doing is going to stay to benefit the people of the area. Say you are not able to be appreciative for the things that you enjoy. You will never see any glory. When you don't appreciate the little gains, you would not have big minds because the little gains you are making will propel you say, we gave NDC chance. Now say, well, baby girl saying, we gave NDC a chance. I don't want the youth to feel that NDC has never been in power and it has been all Nanado. It is not true. And if you care to know, Nanado only became a president in 2017. So don't think it is Nanado who has compounded all these debt and all these things that the NDC wants you to believe. Shadia. NDC for say, Omo ton adiebi. Say, Omo be training 100,000 YouTubers a day in coding. Okay. Now, Omo de show mo 20. NDC puto. Omo de show mo 2020 manifesto. Now, the document. No na yede digitalization. Yede revamp sa adie we yede be code ni adie no. Was in NPP's stance in 2019, signed and everything. But ono a odeko share the manifesto 2020 no. Ono mo na yene dia. Wa oka adie no ho asem 2019 no. Enya wo dia. Dale momia careful. Akwanya NDC for person omo dey fa so say all of a sudden no be adwene nya adwuma no momanya very careful. Akwanya NDC for a person omo dey fa so no be I na adwene say oh omo ye fresh party be na MPP for ya bronzam for MPP for good MPP for. We have to be careful. We need to be very, 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 very careful. I'm very serious about this. How do you tell me I have a document that signifies that I've been talking about digitalization and training youth in IT, and I've actually implemented something since 2019? You who put it in your manifesto 2020 is telling me that, no, even though I put it into my manifesto 2020, and you mentioned and talked about it and implemented something closer to that in 2019, you should still give the glory to me. Me patromo kaisa document way. Ye Dr. BAWUMIA as flag bearer. The first speech or come aye and no cancer asem way. Mesremo and somewhere your papa BAWUMIA ka no muntie ni ye pa. I was sad dear we no. I started saying my vision. Mutie. BAWUMIA started it by saying my vision. Patro obi ochia me bia me jubia so, and I'm very good when I'm in Shremo. So this is Dr. BAWUMIA. This book, ye no, and no started yes, ordinate or say vice president or your mind, Niama what didn't know, Niama what is a Ghana for Akika here solutions, no, and or the Abaha, no, my vision. Now, usher the mindset of possibilities, sir. Yeah, Papa, line 111. Eka say a mindset of possibilities. We must have a mindset of possibilities and not impossibilities. The challenge we must overcome as a country are too important to let our political differences derail us. There is a critical failure of mindset that manifests itself in the absence of core values, patriotism, and principles within our society. We need to invigorate the can-do spirit of the Ghanaian to believe that we can even do better than we have imagined if we put our minds to it. For example, our students from Mamfi Girls and Prempeh College have won international robotic competitions against their peers in the USA. So it is in motion already. Germany and South Korea. We must apply the same mindset of beating the world in robotics, singatons, and cookathons to every sphere of activity. We must believe it is possible. This must be inculcated in our children from home and in school. And to send this say Dr. BAWUMIA Bewia or no only manifesto, a message they are sharing the manifesto ma Ghana ni mwe ni yantuaso. I say this is why we are going to introduce a growth mindset curriculum to help students build critical skills such as problem solving, risk-taking opportunities, risk-taking, opportunities spotting, and then design thinking. This is something Dr. BAWUMIA has mentioned. And if you take the 70-point agenda or deba, he had already spoken about how he is going to use IT for most of the things he is doing. Now, Sebio and Yan Ghana for and the Yama politics actually are doing to some extent here. Mommy, Papa, and yet then will be the chobin poise. BAWUMIA Johnny said you are digital. We're Johnny free economy. Digital nebedi. Digital digital. One man economy. Only digital. It's no name say our digital economy. This is what they used to tell BAWUMIA when BAWUMIA was preaching digital. Today, Ghanaians are understanding the importance of digitalization and what it can do for us. So all of a sudden, NDC has to come and take over. You can say a coding 100,000 youth in coding. BAWUMIA said up 1 million. And let me give you one secret. The reason why Dr. BAWUMIA is fighting so that this coding, you kind of saying this training youth in IT very possible. Say for no, this is something I'm giving you people because I love my people. That is why I'm telling you this. Senyame Adom Nasa BAWUMIA to me be president here. In the first, if I'm not mistaken, 3 months, BAWUMIA be president, sa policy ne be take it off. Adentia. There is a company who want to contract, okay, kids or youths in IT to work for them. Company US. I think somewhere in California, somewhere there. Okay, who can I say? Doctor called California. Ain't it the same way you could do drone and come on, drone by the same way he is doing this because we already have a market. But we are a problem solver. They want to come to power. That is why they want to rubbish everything BAWUMIA is saying. That guy is a thinking machine. And son, what they said, we didn't care make it the first effort, say, and then Kodai say me to me training IT in the movie, and he no one be juma. And to starting making international connections. Yeba baby see hops no ewo Ghana. Now 1 year be too kind, and to me a too kind. 1 year better na Ghana aye juma, atsena Ghana aye juma. This is what BAWUMIA is bringing to the table. The party that don't have a manifesto as we speak. To do some crocodile John stuff, they told us, oh, we have launched the youth manifesto. Any youth manifesto, the woman say, more person who go university first year, no, mo 400, at mobile so kakra, said the bear movie to me at once. And I'm part of second term, only on top learning products. NDC simply cannot think of policies to transform anything. Trying to make them see, say, they have nothing. If you're a smart Ghanaian, we gave them 27 years of Ghana's life. Let them see what they can do with 27. At a point, there was no even elections. They were autonomous. And they couldn't transform Ghana. Then all of a sudden, the same people are telling you, oh, 27 years here, to me, I'm fine, you baby papa, be an 4 years here, Arcadia, ya de betiti in so, ya de betiti crazy so, ya de betiti fuel so, ya de betiti bibia so, and quite bad of a so the attitude so, I'll review. Ube review then, I will review. Mahama, who review then? I will review. I will look in the books. I will go to honeymoon and look in the books. And when I finish looking in the books, I will see what solution I have. BAWUMIA is already trying to limit the unemployment by training 1 million youths in IT. Hence, they would be able to be working with international tech firms. And you want to forfeit that. As Bebuno, I also will pay Jumaye. You want to forfeit that and go and follow NDC. Charlie, now. I will say this again, and these days I will keep saying it. NDC ni Jumaya Bako. The omode bebe bi amon kasenye. The omode bebe bi a kasenye. Okojitum say ya pepe ya co-position. All these things here were manifesto no mono. Ideas are Dr. BAWUMIA the 70-point agenda. And the demand team. And the team no cut na say no mo share kwan ya bit me dia ye. Amasa na mani ni na ye de. Abem. That is what it is. Offer a tax okaye. Offer a e-levy. The person here with e-levy okaye. Okane port tax okaye. How to increase revenue in a new tax system okaye. Building a digital economy and hub okaye. Can you maybe read BB? Or say here line 126. Just say I don't know why NDC still can't find a message to tell Ghanaians, but always wait. I will become BBA. Oh, yeah, crown and see a bay, yeah, crown and see a deba, and I say President Mahama, I'll crowd 7 the last day or so, you know, no, see Uncle Bay. And like somebody is doing it, you are thinking about somebody or getting also obey. I went to me and Tasum. Offer line 126. Build a digital economy and make Ghana a digital hub. It is in the manifesto. And it is here. This, the next chapter. Ghana's next chapter. It is in this. I want to build a Ghana where we leverage technology, data, and systems for inclusive economic growth. I want us to apply digital technology, STEM, robotic, and artificial intelligence for the transformation of agriculture, healthcare, education, manufacturing, fintech, and public service delivery. As part of this process, it is my goal to eliminate, the digital divide by achieving close to 100% internet penetration. We have already made significant progress in this direction by increasing internet penetration from 34% in 2016. And 2016 was better than today. In 2016, the internet penetration in Ghana, now you're 34%. You people don't love Ghana. You just want your party to just come and walk around. And fool around. That is all you want to do. But you guys are not professing no solutions to these problems. Obisa Felix, remember that I told you that NDC is a party for truants and vagabonds because they behave like that. What the hell? BAWUMIA said, and these are data. These are data. Let the NDC come and challenge it. As at 2016, I'm Mahama free or no. Internet penetration, and that my bet for a mucha bet to my phone. So I must say, I'm buying a share. And now I'm on Instagram. Instagram. Mu product online. And now you share the name. And now I'm Dr. Likey. Why? You Christian? I want to be say money now. And now YouTube channels because the internet penetration has gone everywhere. Obitia krakra utumi chamu YouTube. As we speak. As the time of preparing this in 2023, internet penetration in Ghana is 72%. Entity 34, 72%. Naturally, media and MPP for their account. We are talking data. You can let JM be your best president. I don't care about that. The data will show if indeed JM is a best president or not. You understand me? The data and the facts and figures would show if indeed JM is a better president, fine. But the data will prove that he's the worst president we have had in the Fourth Republic. Worst. Because he is so worse to the point that he cannot find something to pinpoint his hands on, so he has to steal his predecessor, the man who died to give him glory. Have to steal his project. Anyways, we know John Dramani Mahama, and we are going to go according to that. Before I play some videos, let me share certain important information with you guys as well. All right, there are certain things I want to read from what Dr. BAWUMIA said. And when I talk about this, you see, Mama, we are Ghana ni now do Ghana and Kwadi Amisrel. Mama, they are NDC for one canon that I said there is nothing inside that inside the manifesto. Omobwa. In somewhere or the abano, Omatina opposition 8 years, woman to me and famba. Into Sobeka say, hey, Chalawedi and Kay Papa Power, Nani Ibigriase, into Obeka Sefini. Dr. BAWUMIA said to increase tax revenue. Also, we have to reform and refocus the Ghana Revenue Authority towards broadening the tax base. Estimates suggest revenues amounting to 13% of GDP or 150 billion in 2023 are not collected because people are outside the tax net. If I say Nipani Bebre, no, end to me any tax bracket, no more, you bet me I'm tax inti. Sika abaye no sebe eshere enkwa in 2023 was 150 billion Ghana cedis. Anka ye widen tax bracket no and anko bi etua na fair share. Ka abaye ne benya more ska e de aye more roads, small schools, small hospitals, aye nsuo na obi so enye bi aye den ano. Many individuals and businesses find out our tax system cumbersome and confusing. Edia nenti BAWUMIA obeye. We want a tax regime that is easy to understand, easy to comply with, easy to enforce, and that is not subject to so much discretions. And I say, as people are not really cool with it. Yankobio. Ebio. Edi Ebio na BAWUMIA is seeking to do. BAWUMIA say, enhancing the role of the private sector along with fiscal and administrative decentralization. Improving our system and the way our institutions function will lead to a greater efficiency, cutting waste and ensuring value for money in procurement. And now you can say some of the argument the NDC is making is that MPP is being wasteful. They are misusing Ghana's money. They are doing this. They are doing that. Now, Omo Boka, Edigu, and whatever. What is BAWUMIA suggesting? Let us join with the private sector. And you be NSS sebe buying a factor no so eye a toda your corporate entities to your good to your diamond. Effectively, we have to make them useful to the people. Okay. Now, say Osha Obi Sena Omakoye so sourcing Omakoye say BAWUMIA yentena se yempe kwan a yebetumi di aye sa ne mani yi na ochina obi konya contract bi a NDC fo enkogina ho anase MPP fo enkogina ho ankoka se na we the source na call yenti krono wom dream wom dabi. So he is trying to solve a problem both NDC and MPP are complaining about. Also, the move towards the private sector provision of many public services will create fiscal space of at least 3% of GDP annually, 30 billion. So yetumima private sector for no ebe somu ema ye aban nyuma e deliver aban nyuma cause bi wa private sector betumi aban aka bom no ma ye na efe ebia transportation for mo mudi nduroko o betumi aban aye nhyehyeye in a way say aban e betumi am contract na in that no mo so ma ye some social responsibility bi say yetumi yes Ghana betumi save annually no 30 billion Ghana cedis. Also, this represents a major paradigm shift. Additionally, an efficient system of governance will require even fewer ministers. Therefore, I would have no more than 50 ministers. The ministers don't also you what or not there on for ministers baby or for ministers 50 per. Most of them are digital and can be bundled together. That is somebody who is finding solutions to the things we complain about, say, Ghana. Ebio, I say, my government to move towards leasing rather than outright purchase of goods such as vehicles, printing equipment, and etc. Now, Miss Idea we every year, be auditor general, Mr. BAWUMIA. These people are really thinkers. Yet, Nasa said that Genesis, what can solve the problem? Let us give them that. Yet, hey, Auditor General report back, and the Ministry of Health forecast said, "Omo koto dialysis machine, and a machine omo toy and break it down. Sika kromo de toy and sika no boy den dodo. We do omo wiayen, and the NDC for koto ade we aboden, and omo de abrayen, MPP for wiayen, NDC for wiayen, we anyway wiayen. Pam no tando BAWUMIA say, said ya ye we bruchire ha no, and na me ka asemi a kire mo. Mo amutie bruchire mo nka no kre." Makacham say, I came to this space to educate and tell the truth, and that is what I'm going to do. Asema Mubeke, Mo say, Felix, it is true or it is not true. Sewasha, most of establishments are a use equipment, a use gadgets. You can see, say, they are usually leased, and the company they lease, and a company that the ma woman day, woman I say, I didn't know touch ma, omubesi, meaning, but Canada, I don't know if you guys have that in the States. About say hospital equipment to be break here, and Kebema hospital technicians now all na ye hu adwuma yet the company be no mo de omoka ebesuo no mo atu ade ne de atum no mo de ko ana say wo na ebegina ho no mo amiemiemu akopem sa ade ne be ye meaning if you guys have seen that wherever you live in the foreign land, because once you are leasing, you know, say, should anything go wrong with it, per the conditions and as per the terms I'm signing, and you're afraid the government, and you're afraid of Kolebu teaching hospital, Eko Remubo remove the Akoye. It's say woman, sa company now, crash our dialysis machine, no war contract in Tino, say for to be Bahua, sa company now, and a banner. This is what BAWUMIA is preaching. This is what BAWUMIA is preaching. Mr. Mamo ho kwan ema NDC for nada mo. Na mo hwe de enti a say yenya ne sa. I've even gone ahead of us. Say Debbie anyway. Yes, anyway, sorry. Share this. Try my government to move towards leasing rather than outright purchase of goods such as vehicles, renting. Because oh yeah, you go feska, dosopo, near the akoto cars, baby. Na MPP fosu, na NDC fosu, na go for cars, no more talkers. Ye be free abemwa, na sikana ye de koto ye no, na ya sign koto no less. I'm on my boka, Eddie Amayanka say party for whether MPP or NDC. But who listeners a listen term no do the car will go back and you take it back. Or you can trade it in and get something higher. This is actually something Ghanaians should be thinking about. Also, the private sector will have the responsibility for maintaining the equipment. Said the private sector kwa ene need this adwuma no afidie no ho touch ma ono na ebeba behye enya afi na ban so ko IMF bosia no the ababes said afidie. With this approach, the budget can save very significant outright cash expenditure annually from various items across different ministries, departments, and agencies. This policy will energize the private sector to invest in their expansion and create many jobs. Because I mean, say, dialysis machines, no, Nasa bind baby, my hospitals, I will need to produce more. Therefore, I have to hire more people, hence creating more jobs for the people. BAWUMIA is a thinker. Believe me, the man is a thinker. Let's give him the chance. Also, furthermore, my government will reduce the fiscal burden on government by empowering the private sector to do more. Fundamental to building any modern prosperous society is ensuring that access to education and healthcare is available to all, and that there is a safety net for the most vulnerable. Under the two-term administration of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government, I can say without any fear or contradiction that no past leader did more than my boss to uplift the poor and vulnerable in society than my boss. We have put in place new ones and expanded existing social policies and programs for the masses across Ghana, like free SHS, free TVET, Agenda 111, school feeding program, NHIS, care for the child with cancer. One who says, say, yeah, they enquire cancer, I can National Health Insurance Scheme. No, so they will buy a cancer, National Health Insurance Scheme, a covano. Ni nisosa. BAWUMIA is a thinker. Okay? BAWUMIA is a thinker. He's a thinker. Don't let us fail. Afei, eka sem. Obi eka ne many yen, and a yeka yintumintia, and eka say, a dear na BAWUMIA. Our debt became unsustainable and had to be restructured. Bondholders saw a sharp decline in their net worth following the painful yet unavoidable debt restructuring program. We face very challenging times. But with calm leadership and the support and understanding of the good people of Ghana, we have weathered the rest of the storm, and the economy is firmly on the path of recovery, with increasing GDP growth and declining inflation. It is gratifying to know that our policy interventions have started yielding the desired macroeconomic results. Yeah, that is the one I just read. Now, I'll say, notwithstanding our superior performance, however, into because and BAWUMIA didn't now and on Jintum and he's running away from the government, he's running away from the record, he's running away from the record. Even in his manifesto, he didn't run away from the record of his party. But NDC4 want a conversation. And let him face the media. He's running away because he doesn't want them to ask him about the record. He doesn't want them to ask him about the dollar. He doesn't want them to ask him about the this. That's why he's running. On Sunday, he's going to face the media. And I bet every NDC person to sit down and watch and compare that to the one Mahama paid journalists to go and ask him questions he wanted to ask. And therefore, those that didn't go by the script and ask him different questions, he was not able to answer them or give them any correct answers. Also, there remains the fact that between 2020 and 2022, we experienced severe challenges triggered by the pandemic, which brought the world and our country to a thundering halt. The world experienced the greatest economic depression since 1930s, with most countries recording negative GDP growth. It's a fact. Supply chain disruptions and the rising price of oil resulted in major increases in the price of fuel, freight, and food across the globe. Indeed, Ghanaians were hit very hard by rising food prices. So he mentions the rising food prices, increased exchange rate depreciation, rising fuel prices, and rising transportation fares. So you read this from his manifesto, go and sit on TV and say BAWUMIA is running away from the issues. BAWUMIA does not run away from the issues. BAWUMIA deals with the issues as they are supposed to be done. Let me tell you who runs away from the issues, and it is very clear. Yeah, may the idea be better. NDC4 essay in 2020, your manifesto no, you can say a woman you feel. Mr. Omoshadi, and near my woman casa college stay, you know, over 80% is already done, finished, or ongoing as we speak. But NDC a party be our home. I'm sorry, but they are lazy in researching. They don't want to research. Intika krebine to me kind of coca dear be chum say when no meaning not almost couldn't come. More hard here. I'm gonna say a promise to support made in Ghana products, including supporting the use of local raw materials. Yeah, who share crano government we buy you make effort say, especially Alan Kwedu maintain. Now a Ghana government food in Nara, they were purchasing, they were I think Fridays or something, almost locally, then that put on the side. How are we not supporting local products and raw materials? When, as a matter of fact, now, instead of say, fruit juice every bruchire bano and na yankasa ye wo factories ni bia ye de ye bibi to say ekumfi fruit juice a ebo. We are turning raw materials into finished products. How do you tell me that is like, I mean, like the government has failed about it? Oh, come market here. Ghana in Suamoye and Ghana ha. Tin tomatoes are in Ghana ha. And why in Ghana ha. All these things are going. I was in Ghana for 4 months, so I saw some of these things. And this all catch them is buying a failure. You don't even know what you are talking about. Also, promise about. I'm gonna say, promote the manufacture of digital device locally. Promote the manufacturing of digital device locally. Okay. According to NDC, we have failed. And I don't know why. And the reason why I don't know why, and I can say, we have MTN shops that sells their own phones. We have Vodafone shops. Phones, on my laptop. And how do you call it? I'm like together with the contract. So what catch them say? Oko MTN for now product no ha. I think MTN goes to South Africa, get all the phones, ship them here, and come and put them in their stores. They have local components here. They put together locally. So what do phone call MTN now? And now fixing my. They have technicians locally who put them together for you to go back for your phones. But then this is a failure. I don't know how they think. Establish more special economic zone for manufacturing and support with last mile infrastructure services for private companies. Ebini Toyota yediaba. Toyota yediaba. Omo assemble. VW yediaba. Oko Free Zone Enclave. It is there. They are there. Sinotruk and all these people, they are producing. And this is also a failure. The establishment of the bauxite refinery to complete the aluminum value chain. As we speak, that is also ongoing. I didn't hear. Samobekaya Sino Hydro. You call sign is a deal. No, one of the conditions, and they say, one more then, one more see bauxite refinery. No, yeah, farm mom for bauxite and coral. Woman sin wa no more refining wa. A refinery near 2 billion no near Pianca cracker the mom. And this is for say failure. I don't know. Or say the establishment of an iron and steel industry through the Ghana Integrated Iron and Steel Development Corporation. The factory there, I mean, like the company is there. This a year away, and this factory say a field. Yeah, some 1D, 1F in diversity and national coverage. 1D, 1F, 1 district, 1 factory. At least every region of Ghana can boast of 1 or 2 factories. Every region. How is that a failure? And stable and affordable power for industrial development. It is there. And BAWUMIA is even promising, says he will move into the solar by giving 2,000 megawatts of solar energy. That is cheaper energy. So it is still in progress and it is still going on. Or say it is a lie. Chairman. And I think we Ghanaians and Kasa have to be careful and make sure we don't allow these people to get to us. Okay, I think for videos need be started. Me pacho Dr. BAWUMIA the policy back or person de ba
recommendation to His Excellency the President.
The person and say Ghana and Togo ebeje the same duty pretty much. The woman say na you can be say what the car for Togo and the name for Togo a free. Moka say brave me betray mu say enye free. The only thing is ABS the car will be tiano and a be lesser. But there is no pot in this world that ye bema wode wo neama ba de na ya de a wo koton ya de a wo konya huska nya se uko like uko akoye no fufu yes all the raw material bi urem na what done in the product na wo bia what say export to akona buy na nya huska ntia ka just free urem free. No, there is no free port anywhere. Inti sa MPP adwene ayede ba say ye pese ye need Togo for the same something that will help the business people. Said the beya on fa we niam ankofa Togo and san way to me dey do Accra and away to me dey do Kumasi. Because uko Togo price I will be to your port hono and no one abesen ye to your na eno na ye papa ichire mu kakra me pese me boni video no kakra na me dey the other videos no to aso then we will be out of here. Obi say how many factories were established under Mahama presidency? NDC supporters should just mention one. No, there was none. Omobekatre said Ras Mubarak Omobekatre said they have created over 260,000 jobs. Okujato Abroko Bekatre said 1.5 million jobs. Yet they couldn't point where those jobs were.
The Republic of Ghana, and now that we can be able to maintain jobs and create new. So all the credit will go to our president, and of course, and the vice president, because this was discussed with both of them, and they embraced and supported us to go on that trajectory. So we give thanks to them, and then encourage all of us to continue to work very hard. Now, the free port concept, I think we've always tried to explain. Initially, some people misconstrued it to mean if you pass cargo through Lome port, you don't pay duties.
Yes.
It's not correct. There's no port in this world that you will import foreign goods outside the country into that country, and they'll tell you that there's no tax to pay. It will come for free. It's not possible unless you are a free zone operator. And the free zone means that you are only bringing the goods into the country to transform them, add value, and re-export it. That is where you wouldn't pay import duties.
Right.
Every country you pay import duties. Now, the concept of free is just to say that the entire port zone, as much as possible, should be freed of cargo storage.
Yes.
That's one. Two, the entire port zone is declared as a free zone area such that if you are going to acquire land within the port, in Lome, for example, to be able to do business, the rent you pay, right? The rent you would pay wouldn't be like if you are acquiring land outside the port area. Why are they doing so? They are doing so because they want the attraction is for you to come in and operate a free zone enclave, where you can import raw materials or import semi-finished products and turn them and quickly transform them and re-export. If you don't do that and you are coming to Lome port to acquire land to do normal import business into Togo, you pay. And when you go to Lome, for example, you notice a lot of the car parks outside the port. They are all customs bonded car parks. No cars are stored inside the port. They all move out quickly into the customs domain. And whilst the customs is there, if you buy a car in any terminal in Togo, and they will ask you if you are going to use that car in Togo, they will calculate Togo customs duties for you to pay fully before you take that car out. But if you say you are taking the car to Ghana, Togo customs will still escort you and that car across the border and hand you over to Ghana customs. And Ghana customs will assess the duties for you to pay. So this free thing we are talking about, it's just a concept. But it doesn't necessarily mean that if you go to Togo, you get things for free. And let me use this opportunity to talk about what people claim that a lot of Ghanaian importers are now using Togo ports. Look, every businessman tries to look at supply chain. Where can I get better value? We are told that they develop warehouses in Lome and they import and then they come. And I ask my question, if you are an importer for Ghana's market and you develop a warehouse in Lome, you import transit cargo into Lome, it means that Lome customs will make sure that that cargo has to cross into Ghana. Now, how do you get into Ghana without paying duties? It means you smuggle it. If you smuggle it, that is criminal. And if it is criminal, it means that Ghana's authorities must do everything possible to ensure that such criminal acts don't exist. You should be able to police the borders and ensure that cargo doesn't come in smuggled. Every cargo is declared, customs duties are paid, then you come in. So that together, if we have a case to make to government that adjust the duties for us to be more attractive, we do so. Rather than going to develop a warehouse in Lumi, import cargo and say it is in transit to Ghana, then you find a way of illegally bringing it into the country, and then claiming that it's because taxes are very high in Ghana. I think that we are all responsible for the development of our country, and we shouldn't behave in any way that would let it look like it is somebody else's responsibility. Yet our own conduct is contributing to underdevelopment.
All right. Entino, sa ena she Togo say, o de niama fawa, o yini free. Ena Togo, o de niama fa Togo, o yini free. Me pa chon yini niama be free with Togo. And untina BAWUMIA suggest say, Samusi Togo price no form of the are. Ye ni omunye eduma na ye ni na yenji the same price. Na emwa we shipping e de bagana no. What now NDC be catch was a manifesto no bibi ani. Ena watiko na ho na wo gi edisa ampa manifesto no. Another video I would like us to play. This lady.
You still hip the
may can't wait because and I may boss our video way because this is NDC in power. When NDC is in power and the police shoot somebody, it is allowed, it is fair. When NDC is in power, the police know how to tear gas, to weapons near there, emanable beer, almost friendly reasonable force was used. But say MPP, police, BB MPP, abreso dia, yenteda, yankoto abemfentiano, wakunipa, wayebone. Munte Joyce Bawa Muftari. How why you busy? Justify Niama NDC for the Ghana for femu. Kase, reasonable force, no, it is based on what is going on into. The same thing about Bejina Kacho say you should do a Techima South. Into Onkai said the police officer whosoever also felt say Onoso life was in danger. That is why he has to shoot. Double standard NDC. We cannot give Ghana to them. Listen
going as a nation. The police may have been forced to use reasonable methods to control this particular crowd.
But that's not
and
what
we
they did.
know that when they asked to picket, well, reasonable is actually a relative test.
And
we can all decide on
then
what
you still hip the person.
well, you see, videos can also be edited.
Said,
we also know how to, you know, videos can be edited. And we are also able to, you know. So
you're a politician.
I tend to agree that
you're a politician.
been no.
You guys, please.
I agree that there is no.
Let's hold the skills.
The law even tells you should take your victim as you find the victim. Maybe it depends on how.
How does that apply here?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
How does taking the victim as you find apply here?
Listen,
there are some of these pictures I'm looking at right now.
Yes, and we have all seen the pictures.
No, just look at this. This
Some
picture,
of them may
you
not
have the
necessarily
police,
connote the truth,
you have
and
the-
I
you
wasn't
have the
there when
police.
this video was taken.
Enti NDC apenso de ya bon crofo tio etwitwa ade di sin crofo so no a doctored video. But the see when MPP apenso de enye doctored. Ghana for NDC has no message for Ghanaians. I'll plead with you. Let us avoid them. Ekufuado ne BAWUMIA ne MPP. Sebe, woman nane Ghana heaven. Nensu niyama bebre wa womo baye womo aya abua oman Ghana. Hwe semuwi afi sebe eye John Dramani Mahama na membu a mesi na membu mu no na wo ye adwumayeni a wo ye bank sebe yemfa ne sa ban adwumayeni a na ye ntua wo ka utie ebinu market year to make 11 months 12 months 16 months ni ye ntua wo ka enya condition of service muska o enya allowance yo ni pay na wa ye adwuma esese ye tua no na ye ntua no na enye trimodin na wo trim ene wo party a opete oba power by force by all means. How do you tell me say wa ban wo ho no na adwumayefo sika esese odi tua omoka na ontua omoka and there aban no se be niama boaye den nenso aban no etua adwumayefo ka dia o ka kire me ne say even though say aban ni tua wo ka no niama boaye den enti wo be pam dia otua wo ka na se ne boaye den kura at least utumi tobi no na wakofa dia niama ne bo be den nenso untumi ntua wo ka wo de be tobi. Seriously. Let us be serious. How? One kasahu obi eya president. Ebra no ye president no. When to me entua adwumayefo ka. When to me entua adwumayefo ka. Obi a went to adwumayefo ka no. Ono mo kotena ekire na obi baaye na onipa na etua adwumayefo ka. Ghana for say yempamo dia otua adwumayefo ka no. Na yemfa sebe dia ontua adwumayefo ka ne mum emra. Nyansa nim. Se nyansa wo muma wa mekwasi apia nyansa nim mama. Utie. Se nyansa wo muma wa mekwasi de nyansa nim mama. Adenti na nyansa nim mama. Mepe obi a even though se niama bo beye den no, obetumi atua misika ene madwuma me ye musika mama. Na matumi anya bi de ahwe me ma. Dan obi a ono a eniama ne bo ye den, ono so asika e so de ma wo na wotumi di tua ka ana wotumi di to bibi di ne so a onya mfa ma wo. Let us be smart. Mommy, smart pa. Listen to Mahama. This was Mahama's era. What he did with workers. Yanko.
They are to be paid before you were abeg this place. That's what we were told. So that is still keeping the delay. This one is delay the salary. So they should pay us our money. You see, there's not sorry. Those over here, if the government refuse to pay them our money, how would they pay? Sorry, how would they pay? After we are not because of this issue, someone was arrested, put behind bars for just 1,000 Ghana. And today he has to report that because of police issue, he's not here. And you are saying we should take a candy. Hey.
You have to pay me. Those people, we don't trust them. Even when our leaders came out, they were trying to sugarcoat what the leaders would say. It won't happen.
Mutie de yakosui. NDC for na moba. Mom pese ye beka no kre. Na mo pese ye di bibia ye NDC MPP no tie. Ebra John Dramani Mahama tie konwa so no. Na adwumayefo a wo mo ye adwuma sika ye ninti. Wo mo kobo bosia na ye de adidi. Ebinumo ebra so ye se ye metua bosia na ye nya no. Ye bechi o mo de o mo kotu mu. Enye se wonye adwuma o. Teacher ni anka wo ye na adwuma so nya na ketua. Nurse ni o ye na adwuma so nya na ketua. Obi a o ya ba adwuma ye ni so ye na ketua. Yantua ne ka o enu nti okobo obosia when ye sika mfentua bosia ni nti no ya be kire de na akotum se wodeka enti so ka tram se Mahama left this country in a good shape and Ekufu Ado abesai na uye nipa bone adwene no so nya adwuma se wo ka tram se abanya na o hye wo so enye se wankwa adwuma o wo kwa adwuma. And yes, one year jumo, we are juma the whole month. Yan Fausika Mawa, a buying on Fausika Mount. Utie, a buying one Fausika Mount. And no, it's nice. I will come Bobusia, baby, no, did ye. Ubobusia, baby, now they are lonely first. Sign to call ye, Jumana, Game Tiao can cause you free our coin. And no, a brass to say, a gun and Nico Tiasikana or Koji, you know. Still, Mahama Ntia ne Kenti, a police for Abefan say, Wakoji Obisika went to Yaka. This is not me saying, this is what happened under John Dramani Mahama. Listen.
Someone was arrested, put behind bars for just 1,000 Ghana. And today he has to report that because of police issue, he's not here. And you are saying we should take a candy. Hey.
You have to pay me. Those people, we don't trust them. Even when our leaders came out, they were trying to sugarcoat what the leaders would say. It won't happen that way. We want our monies and we want to conquer something. If they want us to believe them, they should put it into writing and then they will sign. We want to know the person who will sign, if the person is even eligible to sign.
No.
That's at the end of this month.
Yes, that's at the end of this month we'll get our money. If not, we are not going to agree to anything. We are tired. I mean, we've been patient for how long? We can't hold it anymore.
Please, so they should. We have worked for it. We need our money to survive, please. We have kids, we have families. Come on.
Last week Friday, something just happened. Our colleague.
Oh, come on, please. What is? We are Ghanaians. We are not foreigners, please. Right now, a colleague of mine, he borrowed 1,000 Ghana cedis to rent his apartment in the district. Now he has been arrested because of he borrowed the money because of NADMO, 1,000 cedis. Now, as I'm speaking now, he's in the cell. Please, we need our money. We have worked for 26 months now, no salary. Why? Please, we have worked for it.
Why yeah, Juma for 26 months. Mahama Ntuyaneka. Hey Ghana, your country be a mutrimo ding Ghana for 3 more ding ye did we are near with fee. How can a journalist even entertain an NDC person on their platform talking about jobs, talking about a failed government? A failed government that has been able to pay all workers from 2017 till date. How? Ghana for Sadia we are moya no enyefo. Enyefe na mama MB for Dani Bibia did the attempt o kanu krepe pepnyaba abua kasia o Jimmy and I buy and a sakawa and a chim mafia and a sakawa. That is all they are doing. And they are doing all of this just so that the people no bubefu are buying our kase wokoto aba e de apamo na wo ne Mahama be di 4 years pe e de asesa Ghana for sika wo me ya dwene na ho Abrantie se na damfo ne district ya wo koji sika $1,000 sorry 1,000 Ghana me fe sem we yi e de corrente dan Nadmo for sika yentumi antua Nadmo workers o yentumi antua yen Maslog the so I say yan fan command man fendi ga said the name Tamla ko say what they are continue brochire where we are ya de ne court na court ebu an for say onipa na ebu for na NDC for shell they say ya de ne baba na the same okuja to Jimmy for na akwa say he thinks about the public purse. He thinks about the public purse but doesn't care about the Maslow money that was squandered by Sedinam Temaklu. Obia Yejuma 26 months, Yentianeka 26 months, right me that say 26 months, don't send me gifts, no thank you so much. 26 months, and what year Juma the man John Dramani Mahama buying when Tianeka. Now we are newscaster, we are journalist. Now Obia or NDC ni sewa about now platform so I catch you say Mahama left a good economy. And the Kufadu abese no unyansa we he. Who say ni pakono what junior yedi jineno ewo he. Economy ana end to mean chian krofo sika mayen. Seriously. Obi end to me end to ya. Just say, why ye Juma on Tuyaka? 26 months. That is over 2 years. Napko for mutie. Bon sa me Juma abubomo. Napko for no. Bon sa me Juma abubomo. Premature ejaculation. And a mama NDC for that mama mokoye. Ya tinapko, ya tiamuka 5 years and some months. A command to Kakrebia, a buying watching inti, more money time, now on prepare no me tiamuka. And a mama Sam George ne Sami Jenfi, Ebe Kachira Mose, Mumetia Yesika Maya, young court demonstration. And a kufu bufu, yes, and Amawa me sanapko no, and come a manifesto. Menjina any platform so anka se metin upko. Me dwen se eyade e beton ye kwan mu a na ye pe kwan bi e de ayeden ye pe kwan bi e de create adwuma de ama ye mabunu a ewie school ewie especially university Inti say me a met you 5 years no. So be catch them say me do 4 5 months 6 months. Na no nti yan ujina so dia kwa demonstration etiame ama ya cancel napko and then you cancel napko. Last time I can ha Sam George is still the MP for Ningo Pram Pram. Sam George, he's still the MP. He has his job. Sammy Jenfi, who did that press conference and was leading Kum Nana Doma, that was the stupid away demonstration. They went and they said, Kum Nana Doma, Radio Kum Nana Doma, or say, or my no. And so we're to me at Jumaya Foka. Now, so Jumaya Foka, now no, Yamin Kuma dia, now near Mahama went to Uncle Foka 26 months. 2 years and over no or no yomu kuni wia the summer no cry say nyanko pon sande ai ariabo ene ayon ross esa bi sili no kra na summer no kra mpie se sebe namko 4 5 months 6 months ani yenti o mukanti se same jamfi to me friend nipa se yenko ka se yenkum nana do maye rade ekum nana do maye dia na ndie John Dramani Mahama Dariga empty container went to me and Ghana for my kanu. And can yami kuni via as I saw the roller ariabo. As I understand the summer so Eddie I road blocking another way to Ukraine. Let us be serious. I'm gonna play this video again because it's very important for the Gen Zs who think Ghana is this nice thing you are seeing. Your uncles and aunties worked. Your parents worked and they couldn't get their salary. Common salary. Mahama couldn't pay salaries. What at all is wrong with us as Ghanaians? Yeah, GDA. What is it that we are looking for? And then everything is about price of kinky, price of Gary, price. And a price. What is the dollar? What is the dollar? What is the dollar? What is the dollar? Akosia bomo what is nasi o woni misa wo dollar wo mfa nya hwe wo dia ne sa ja sabe ayi sidis kakra wo benya no wo bebo anu dia ye bibi papa uko jina ma ndis ni abeka kiro se dollar cost runti no kona koto abanti abanya o tua adwuma ye foka etua student for school fees adwene ye adwuma madwene e ye adwuma muntie video ni bio meba if you think Ghana was all roses this is them. Let's go.
They are to be paid before you were apply this place. The several they don't want to pay. That's what we were told. That is still keeping the delay. If not this delay the salary, so they should pay us our money. You see, there's not unnecessary story. There's no unnecessary story. Those over here, if the government refuse to pay them 1 month, how would they feel? Sorry, how would they feel? After we are not because of this issue, someone was arrested, put behind bars for just $1,000. And today he has to report that because of police issue, he's not here. And you are saying we should take a candy. Hey.
You have to pay me. Those people, we don't trust them. Even when our leaders came out, they were trying to sugarcoat what the leaders would say. It won't happen that way. We want our monies and we want to conquer something. If they want us to believe them, they should put it into writing and then they will sign. We want to know the person who will sign, if the person is even eligible to sign.
That's at the end of this month. As a matter of fact, the workers don't even believe that Mahama will pay them. So they are actually saying, Fatokrata, as soon as they went to your car, you have to meet the work with Gina Court. They didn't Ghana for all of a sudden. Obiant meant to edge my forecast for 26 months. O se yensan fanon kobra because and then yama boyeding. Mahama ba sa anyama no obete so de. Onto me so. Edwuma pa aban we aye. For when you to akwan aweyi, for when you to hospitals awewie, aban ben ye starting in Kroma Ghana. What to me the hospitals mako 100, even 50 person any so. Aban we koka so basically 111 hospitals. NDC for China na do abo so and oboa and ade no ntumi nye and we be gina no dada yen and na do your trofo wo ye kromfo and kwan your person we wieska and the same agenda 111. Yes sisi ACC ABAB ano a NTB ano ye be hand be over e de ama a mindful na wo mo use. But you start to NDC for saying no cre e tro. Be ma onipa mba social media say ye be dia tro wa ha o. Enti mama yen jai sa ye little emotion and name sheponiama and I was sheponiama. You are not even talking about the person woman that was sheponiama and why do you know? Abai na waba no pe kwan yo betumi ama niama aba fom no onu mo na wo tan no. Dia ohwe Ghana nim ekukuru Ghana japade ete sa 70%. Edema Vincent Balo contract ya na da President Kufu Ansan Atameresi Ansan Mahama nko ba dia kickbacks obenyanti was sign at the 70% of your pot at the Amabruni. You don't control your pot. But yet you want to take things from your pot free. Even when BAWUMIA is bringing an idea, say Togo no na modin say ye cheaper. Togo ye allies. Mama yan pe kwan bia ye ne omini na beji the same. BAWUMIA say what the container bar and then you charge the flat rate. Say ye 60,000 and 60,000 for 20 feet and now 40 feet. Unkonko yin in 40 feet. Next month to the fufro come up and say for himself 40 feet no 100 million. And your flat rate across board. Mohammed spare parts about Ghana and ya fee and ye be Benz spare parts egua ye you Toyota ye you Honda now we are moving in now buama yes say we contain our the buy and ye 20 feet 100 million utia and ye 40 feet 200 million utia saying it here. Obi find the solutions to the very thing you complain about. Isn't it sad? Somebody is bringing solutions to fix that thing you are talking about. And you still want to use politics and hide behind political curtains and say that government is not doing anything. Seriously, are we serious in this country? Muntieno.
Yes, that at the end of this month we'll get our money. If not, we are not going to agree to anything. We are tired. I mean, we've been patient for how long? We can't hold it anymore.
Please, so that we have worked for it. We need our money to survive. Please, we have kids, we have families. Come on.
Last week Friday, something just happened. Our police.
Oh, come on, please. What is? We are Ghanaians. We are not foreigners. Please. Right now, a colleague of mine, he borrowed 1,000 Ghana cedis to rent his apartment in the district. Now he has been arrested because of he borrowed the money because of NADMO, 1,000 cedis. Now, as I'm speaking now, he's in the cell. Please, we need our money. We have worked for 26 months now, no salary. Why? Please, we have worked for it. We are not begging them. I'm begging. Oh, please, I'm begging.
Sir Mahama, have anything good for Ghana? This is a big man. Bearman Kasa. Also because 26 months why you Juma Mahama say me to you. I know you know also be running 3 shifts. Oh God help you. Mami, Metier. A brother will run 1 shift to crown went men to your mocha. Then now be run the doubles, triple shift. Obi said, please post this bit of video on TikTok. I'll definitely post it on TikTok for you. Bolo. I'll do that. But let's just put the thing into critical thinking. Obi amfana dwenembra. Yamfa NDC ni MPP ntonche. Obi we adwuma yini baako. Wentumi entuaneka. For 26 months. Eno hunti wakoja no kwan mana kotena fie. And now so baby you are. Na samwa ode ban say. Hey, say crowd maybe fed nipa bebre adwuma. Na masya mama run shift system. And you believe that? He couldn't pay 1 shift workers. He couldn't. These are the facts. I'm not writing something from my memory to you. I'm playing you a video covered by Joy News that happened under John Dramani Mahama. 26 months, people were not paid. So, Mr. Patrick, you are welcome. And I'm glad you actually joined this live feed. Can you tell me why your government couldn't pay one worker, one shift, and today is promising Ghanaians that he is going to give them 3 workers and then 3 shifts? Charlie Mumaya is serious. You understand? We all love our political party. Yes, it is true. There is nothing wrong for you to love your political party. But let us be honest with ourselves. Let us be realistic with the things. Somebody works for 26 months and does not get a pay. Another government comes. He has paid every worker in Ghana since 2017. Right now, when you hear Ghanaian workers going on demonstrations, everybody is looking for a better condition of service. Everyone is looking for a suitable condition to work in. That is what they are fighting for. Like how Ebrochire, we are fighting for better conditions and better allowances and stuff. That is how they are fighting for in Ghana. And let me put this on record. In Ghana, the government workers are heavily paid than the private sector. Seriously. I'm telling you on authority. Government workers say, "Well, Ghana, one mujiska eche private workers." True. You can't pay one worker, but you are promising 3 shifts. And Ghanaians wants to... Anyways,
Mr. President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, please, he's our father. Please, he should come into this issue. And
what they are saying. Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you are our father. Please come into this issue. He was not able to do it. Charlie Mama Yama critical knowledge, enye juma. Mama critical thinking, enye juma. Mama just say, let the world see say Ghana for just say ya juma. We are not just just to come and sell us certain things and get through with it. No, let us be serious with Ghana for once. Let us be serious for once. Share the page for me, please. If you have not shared it so far, tap on the screen if you are on TikTok. Power tap if you can. Let us be real. Now, the John Dramani Mahama you are expecting to come and be your economic hero. When he was the vice president, his leader or his president didn't see him worthy of handling important issues. I deal with her. Say John Jinapoka, munim emuye do abagana no ye de bibia politics until we don't even see it. But I will show you how dangerous it is. George, yes, say ebra na ye papa Mills. Ebra na ye papa Mills. Eye the president, not John Dramani Mahama, eye the vice, no. The Mills administration, and I say the people that Mills worked with, did not believe Mahama to be competent enough to represent on core issues, the economy, the cedi, the dollar, manufacturing rates, GDP. The president Mills didn't see to even bother Mahama with it because onimisa bibi and nini musa. You are Prince Ampofu. I said, Mummy, I know who you. Not me and Kasame Papa, de me buy. On you mean this Juma way made to me, I intimidate you. Yeah, me and say, me ceremonial. Inti se ne obi ebe ya wedding be now pese president ba. Atamiro say, mo fama Mahama nonko, onko tena se onko no kakra na me say my busy on the economy. Say a year be ne beba. Atamiro say mo fan koma vice president nonko na me baby me gina no. Enya ade me be to ne ko gina yi asset away by this time. And the core things that is used to run a country, Patrick, John Dramani Mahama was not part of it, and this should not surprise Ghanaians. That is why he failed abysmally. That is why he failed so bad. If you want to know why John Dramani Mahama failed, because he was not ready and prepared for that office. He didn't know how to put this to that. And that is why the people he surrounded himself with, let's watch this video.
The media or no vice president handle. So that was what the vice president was doing. I didn't say it. This is spokesperson. The spokesperson is saying that. But almost a video the man be Mr. Why or say Embra na vice president Munti Embra.
For the vice president is allowing the media aspect and the social interaction for the vice president, while he concentrate on the real core issue of governance and economic issues. So you don't normally see the president attending these social functions. And I think it's good. The president is concentrating more on the actual hardcore facts. Let me deal with the economy. Let me fix with the economy. Let me deal with the real issue. Invitations and other things. Let me get my vice president to do that. The president is allowing
the vice president to concentrate on social interactions and the media. Whilst the president concentrated on the core government business, the economics, and all of that. This is the vice president Mahama. And see, we are not surprised that he failed abysmally as a president. Because as a vice president, he learned nothing. He did nothing. It is for the record. NDC from Betray Juma, Vice President Mahama, or at the time. I would never compare Dr. Mahmoud Bami Juma. I didn't know your vice president. One concurrent chair, Professor Mel say, be a vice president, some person, Yama, make us a million and in or no? Tamano, vice president. The spokesperson say, on Mampeni Mills catcher and say, on concentrating on social issues. Invitations, on court speech and prize giving day. Training college for a year our day and a graduation near the no could be a year say near there. Now on my penny mills or non concentrating on the serious core business. And I'm can you serious government business, a core.
You hear that? You hear that? Atta Mills didn't see Mahama to be a problem solver in the Anfananka economic management team in the and then Ujinechiri. And then Mahama Jinechiri said, well, no, at the 4 years, ever since Ghana. And then Mahama Jinechiri said, Tinchinia, Yendani Bibian Famano for 4 years. We have to be careful. Ghana for Mumayenye careful. This NDC government left nothing for Ghana. How do you tell me you left a good economy? Meanwhile, the good economy you had and left for a doctor and then another couldn't pay workers. Economy the na use ni esabe adwuma for ni yentumi ntua moka. But na economy ni ntumi ntua adwuma for ka. Then yansa no so if he like that type of thinking no sa adwene if he never. Let us be serious. Another video I'm over we a common menu anoma was central region. There be my member we answer. We are the central region for the better as well. Yeah, brother, yeah, maybe boni video we making some suggestion be and on one research be na menene ya atwene. They are all patching in and say NDC for opposition omunim adwuma ye because omunim kwan omobefa so a government no ho be hye na ma na ye adwuma. Because so chempuntu juma na nado ne BAWUMIA ne MPP abenya ya senye eja a NDC for so ye dugu ye so a ebi ananka ye ntumi anye enti ono de anka ekọ no nko a anka Ghana for ma MPP nto aso na NDC into no position no mo nko so mmo ye chi saa ne ntumi siesie Ghana na Ghana nko so mama ye ntie mbra ne video ni na I think say nyansa wo nyanko
kwa bana baso omo kwa Ghana for Okroma na kire se enam se MPP omo wo opposition omo ntumi nya ade omo ntumi nkasa enti amana party wo power no na dwuma no nso ni ntumi nkoso enti MPP wo opposition omo mmadi e wo kasa ho enti se be ya Ghana yebetumi nyam puntuo na bibia betumi akoso enti And you have seen he said, I was saying this. And to me, tell opposition. No more yard, no more to me can't buy your baby, to me born to jar. Then put you to me, call baby, Piala. If some good was and you'll be a can say, send this is our tell opposition 8 years. No more to me, just said your more ya. And you're gonna beat me at Tumpong. The Ghana for mess ceremony. So why we pay Mpuntu? Oh, Crum Pana, Pacific, be to me, Coswa, near to Abama and PP. Now, this internal position, or no to me more Juma. A Juma between your back and a tumpong. If it's all share, net and put your Nakufuado, a to me a Gia. Yamami Gidi, the Omoka and Grofo Gidi, I was and you know, say. And put your Nakufuado to me a yen. And this is Dimapotry. And there's no doubt. And this is Dimapotry, Papa. And I for the Japan, this is so good. So I prepare to me, yes, Edman. Germany was a baby was so near Bonnet, go to Edman. By PP, opposition would mean yes, Edman. The best Ghana for say. The best Ghana for the moment the MPP is in power. MPP in power. Then this into opposition. No more to me, yes, Edman. Opposition, Edman, and this your yard dear. Or Munum yet. Champ a party of Ghana idea, opposition demand DC, or more body of and the idea best ceremony. Because you want me, if you mean with a super swap me, find the beer of free humanity, but be a Mr. Memphis come at here for the better. The video on the FA has started. The more
the Aminian Cano, Mr. Menene Yagene. You, I mean, okay, no problem, Capito. The Ayanian man as you know, man can say. A Juma and another way interchange one when in a send your NDC for anchor went to me and yet. No crack. Because Ushe a jar are almost so the good and another so. Emma baby and not say, or what or how Mukranas law for so the project here. Then they said the Yeshira opposition so say. At the ma NDC. Now baby or baby are not NDC to opposition. No more bomb a cheat. No more bomb a kiss and government now. I think is the right way to go. Your best Ghana for. Your best Ghana for. And this if I try to say one more opposition, almost to me see Pokwase interchange. One more opposition, almost to me a free education. One more opposition, almost to me agenda 111. Almost you're planting for food and jobs. Some more opposition are near me be and woman a year. Yomu try say one more opposition almost to me a Jumano and come kwa dia. Mama yam want now. Obi say after BAWUMIA came to the camp. Sao. Amen. Yeah, so baba there. That'll be good. But seriously, menene ya adwene. Menene ya adwene. Say see shira opposition so. Edema NDC for cra. Now omo de omo adwuma omo toa ne say yembo abaya chi abaya wi ade abaya anya ade na enforce so aban no na aban no ntumi ye den enye adwuma mo video ya me beboy me nuanom fante for there but ene me nyankra bi firi kwasea no ho Captain Smart o se men kan kire NDC for say ni onu sika mai na this week so man physical number say ya no ne omo beko ewo line so what 10 times afi we NDC for mo bra enti utie video ya eyenkrato a Captain Jimmy edema me se me famre NDC for Captain wo say dan
ever survive we will ever survive we will never ever succeed we will never ever get to the destination we all yearn for
I didn't hear.
And run na juna metias yes NDC a useless group.
Hey, Debbie, Tobias, Debbie, me man me did the NDC for atemu ha, Debbie. Because ye probi or ye useless or Ghana plan Captain Smart. Me mama me did the NDC for atemu on my platform so enye juma. What's the day? What's it? Debbie, what's the day? NDC for ide.
And run na juna metias yes NDC a useless grouping.
Hey, useless group is
ever survive. We will never ever succeed. We will never, ever get to the destination we all yearn for. And run na juna metias, yes, sir. NDC, a useless grouping.
Boy, where do I miss Ramo? Monfanisi can command NDC for Monfanisi can command. NDC for no Captain Smart and starting boom. Captain Jimmy or starting boom. Or some useless group. And run a joke. Or him kwasi asemu amotiti radio so can or no Jimmy for no crown who say we a useless group. The Sremo, me medima temu ha and me yeme inyame na mekae. Me ankasa we de me penasem. Your friend is saying Captain Jimmy no or nyame person kura me check no. Intina me se me man no kwan e man ni medi di mo NDC for atemu on my platform so. Or no anya na platform no bedi matemu a woni mateba me Sremo monfenisi kan koma no. Cause akoba ni say next week Kevin so the nedia beba obeba be di matem samuka brebia sikana nko no begina aka say Mahama is a stupid man to think I'm working patrol. I didn't say it. Kevin Taylor na kai or say Mahama you stupid man so you so here adwuma no the next week ye de sikana ko ye pepepe and o say vote Mahama alone t-shirt e de be show mesrew the ankrofo didi no captain what's that
ever survive. We will never, ever succeed. We will never, ever get to the destination we all yearn for.
Correct.
And run na juna metias, yes, sir. NDC, a useless grouping.
Hey, Papa. Abotre, Captain. Hey, Nyabotre. Oh. Bibia no edwa. Me pa cho ene minkra number no ha. Enti those of you who wants to talk no. Me the link ne to her say. O click here, obeba backstage. Me huwa na mama sign na waba on 2-3 minutes be o the amount of submission na no. Obi say what is he wearing and the minimum say kaboko no ma pama shadow say then you and e no no ntontonto and ogina mu no. Enti captain say why last one. Na me sorry so. Why?
And run na juna metias, yes, sir. NDC, a useless grouping.
NDC for akoya koi den. NDC for makoya ne den. Mama captain, there's a more doba o display musano. Anyway, set here for amusha me Facebook and YouTube. Link na media to on for those who want to join. O click so you will show up here and I'll add you to the main event. Me pacho me sign so wo video Emma me amikro for me nuanom fante for me sremo muntie ni ye me da se fante for mu die ni
opportunity na was the man. Well,
nti John Mahama mpe Central Region for
fanfu no dey.
Brother we so say Mahama NDC for a war fante and fante for or ye mu fanfu say obepe vote no wa chada be famo vice president ne aka so anya hwe kura no say vice president ni fi Central Region onya vote ni wi a vice president no fa na nya hwe adwuma kura ntumi mayibi e wo no ni kurom na sebe tumi de anunyam hye de abre vice president no ono so ne problem a ono so wono no mi ntie no
wo pay vote na wa ba na we be yirani mate wa ha when you do yirani mate na yetim be ndoko oh anya hwe kura vice president be fi ha
yeah.
Vice President Emisata Obeno be some the opportunity na was the man.
Hey, the fans are asking questions. The fans are asking questions.
You know we see at Mori Senior High School, Community Day School, Mori. What's in the end today?
Uncle Joe.
Yes, sir.
Mori. Them a community day schools. Or a project are running from vice president in officer. We're running directly from the presidency. President's in an office no all running has.
Yeah.
Mr. Project what a former vice president in Misata. What did it do you don't share them project in on to them there you to me the digitization of the economy, Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA na wodi ne denyim do onye. Abade na wotum wodi hye nsa take charge of the madi na ye.
What? Or ye NDC new. But onim say ne party no mfamfantefo onye hwe. Now, my brother, Emma on your one because oye one flag bearer, John Dramani Mahama Nankasa no. Onyo bubia another ombo bialo owo Ghana. Say ye fancy yo, say ye nkran yo, honor upon this remufumpo no ombu one. Make anama Canadian, make anama Canada. Ebri bi ba Ghana, ama ye beka okay, yen sebe, yen ranoma owo north. Ohia na azaze wo honti no. Papa a hotel kongwado, on cheske no one fan koye adwuma, one farmer one a wo north for. Ah no wo friend sada. Ya papa into choir no no ko disken. One fan ye adwuma wo no an northern side ho na the northern side na that me nyanem to my papa we fra. This is the John Mahama we are talking about. He has disrespected literally every tribe in Ghana, including his own people. Mr. Woman is kade on fanke ye sada no nankasa no kromufu wonya adwumenye wonya bibin to bibinzi onupo Mahama hwe wenyim wokodi skana one first kana anya adwuma nkano no so they kon confirm why yen confirm bu na azaza chere what yen confirm afi was afraid bi on was confirm bu ya like nyansa enyim say papa no wa baby o dan confirm no po na je de won be say incubate incubator, we are going to put them in the incubator. We need to be smart. We need to be smart. This is an NDC man talking. Austin, urban digitization. No matter how you hate BAWUMIA, no matter how you don't like BAWUMIA, even the NDC at a point used to call him the poster boy for digitization. Because they said he has run away from the economy. And he's now talking digitization. That is what they said. And they are confessing what Dr. BAWUMIA has been able to champion as a vice president. Let's go on.
He was the luckiest president. What at a misata, Damna Atamasizena. Damna Atamasizena. So Damna Atamasizena, Kobutu Abakacha, and he was the luckiest president.
That's the Papa and pay us.
Monsieur Voot Kukumatina was Kukumatina auntie. No, the time we yarn or the Fimori was the commander. Jay Gumbano. It was in Haman was the trap for Nano and Fumoria, Papa would do commander and would, you know, sir.
You be a commander.
All right. So our brother has also said something that I think is profound, a truth. Maybe my last video. Can I come be exposed? Kwabna minta kando, but I'll save that video for Friday. Now, my last video said the Amakano. Those who wants to call in, no, you can only call in if you join. Oh, Rosie. You can only join if you're on YouTube or you're on Facebook. And the link is what I have posted on here. I'm sharing the link again. I'm going to leave it open for about 5 minutes. And if nobody joins, I will close today's program and we call it a day. Like I said, more just one. I'm not able to use, I don't have the tablet with me. Uzi didi agrowe and I'm sorry I got to baby or person too. So I don't have it with me. So I'll make sure say utumi ba program so in the idea to me join it there. You join it through the link now. Media to hono. Mama yes na into me and sorry so said I'm can sorry swan and I come last video. So that's what I will do. Yeah, but I mean sure be also for sticking with me. I feel more here last video way. It is true and it is funny. let us use this to refresh ourselves and get ready for Friday. Madamuni Nase, Muntie.
Sir. But you say, Aban with you, you are man, because Aban with you are man. What Babua and here for ma. What Babua, young man who goes to a choir is now out to an hour. On the choir, come up, a tour any idea. Because minimum Aban be a buyer, which you are to man, no to the photo. That's an arcane. Sir, you are called 20.
Akwane say ya wa ban bi wo ho a utua to mana o de ye adwuma akwan ne ade ya ye hu ene ya wa ban bi so a utua to mana o de kototo utua to de ma aban ba ku bi a o de kototo ba ko so utua to no mana odisiesie Ghana. I just love it. Listen to this guy.
That's what I can.
That's what we are saying.
Babua, young man who goes to a choir is now out to an hour. On the choir, come up, I have to any idea. Because minimum Aban be a buyer, which you are to mana, no to the photo. That's what I can. Sir, you are called 2020 election. What is a maybe? Watching Miss Bermo, no more Kunto Kobi. I buy us at no one or more can once a month. Sir, or mine to have to a manner, no to the photo.
Sir, Ghana for cheer tour. Ediama abano no they total.
I know they total, but
I buy a chum.
Yes, the minister said I never for do buy in Kala 1.2 million. Omuko free education, or 2 almost school fees. The people says, oh, you are tour at the manner, and your problem. Because on my penita Mahama. What you know? You are tour at the man. Just watch it at the Misber. I mean, a tour not gonna put you on also the Kotor tour.
Allegation, I will say.
Meant to want it. Some of the media material American, we had the WIT radio, you have TV.
I'm with the mobile money tax. Aba Ghana for so he levy. No, Ghana for see who for one and I walk. I say,
the American, and say, a 20 year Utia area. Now, twice the better chair of mine. No mum so your penny be about your tour at the Amano, no about doing a here for whom, or by doing only be a home dear, send the Panu to Amana, and yeah, no more be on to the out to Amana, no one to the Akoto to send the Pani and Amano.
John Burukusu Mahama, when you miss call, Mammy Money view, Ed Dodo. The last video, no my poems so far will be an requested to come on Intino. After video, no meet me upon. May the link in it to add there, but so far will be a requested so right after this, no, I will end the program. Moment in one more time, uncle.
But you want to say, I buy with you to money because I buy with you to money. What Babua and here for ma? What Babua, young man who goes to a choir is now out to an hour. On the choir, come up. I have to any idea because minimum I buy you a buyer, which you are to manner, no to the photo.
That's what I can.
Sir, you are called 2020 election. What is a maybe? Just watching Miss Bermo, no more Kunto Kobi. I buy us at no one or more can once a month. Sir, or mine to have to a manner, no to the photo.
Sir, Ghana for cheer tour. Ediama abano no they total.
I know they total, but
I buy a chum.
Yes, the minister said I never for do buy in Kala 1.2 million. Omuko free education, or 2 almost school fees. The people says, oh, you are tour at the manner and your problem. Because on my penita Mahama, what you know? You are tour at the man. Just watch it at the Misber. I mean, a tour not gonna put you on also the Kotor tour.
Allegation, I will say.
Meant to want it. Some of the media material American, we had the WIT radio, you have TV.
I'm with the mobile money tax. Aba Ghana for so he levy. No, Ghana for see who for one and I walk. I say,
the American, and say, a 20 year Utia area. Now, twice the better chair of mine. No mum so your penny be about your tour at the Amano, no about doing a here for whom, or by doing only be a home dear, send the Panu to Amana. And yeah, no more be on to the out to Amana, no one to the Akoto to send the Pani and Amano.
Yeah, Ghana. Obi out here to a manner or the Koto to dear. What a bomber clat bomb. Ghana will be at the answer you. What a bomb, clat bomb. Or say, a kufuado no utiat for man at least, or junior yanka ho the omuko school. But papa no say yamfa no or no ba. At 1 year, Tiamana often go to light bill, no, or Doka got to offer. That was so good, Charlie. That is how I draw the curtains down on today's program. When I go point show you to me join the chairman room, and me chop, watch it. Me tell on Caswache. My headphone is one mouth. Hope say be aboko. Yo, me chill be me do be a se mama jebre edishare in the program no. Mutumi share be mami. Me try na menya a tablet no before Friday. So that Friday me ba ma you usually call on the phone no. You can be able to call. And then Mr. Afrin Pomi to me fair you are say Adianka or program na se dia and I'll click on the link and no do beba show no more direct. It be show inside the show and then you can give you a but since you know no mama yamfa and the program no NCA me the money na se na ebra moche ya moditi me din the Felix appear high political zone mo amohwe yen e free TikTok nyame nhyira mo send Rose ma yen nyame nhyira mo amotapo so nyame nhyira mo amoja comment nyame nhyira mo afei so mo amopesa mo support endeavor in Ghana campaign 2024 no e pacho mo number no na etwagu ase no 0557 3370001 0557 3370001 so far umumu kakra betumi dia support fa kotum na yentumi nkoye adwumaden emfa maintain power na Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud BAWUMIA ontumi mameye adwuma pa emwa Ghana for mo amohwe free YouTube me da say subscribe to the page, mo amohwe free Facebook, like, subscribe, follow the page and help us grow. Madamuni na say asoboni yisi anybody ifra no boni yakatum one adwene ye ho adwene boni dambo ne refrain ye won chefa one pe ya number wa wona no one pe imoja so anu wa imoja esho hamashi edin. Amen. Bye bye.